let's keep, hold on, what did I say? We're going to one, yeah.
It's a number until it's your child. This is not normal, y'all.
Yep.
Okay,
This is not normal.
This ain't normal,
and this is not right. Other people in other countries do not have this issue. We, Americans, we have to do better. We have to do better. We cannot continue to just settle for our thoughts and prayers. Lives are being destroyed. 15-year-old Natalie Griffith and her parents, Doug and Marilda, are here. And Natalie, we are so sorry to know that you too have been added to that number because you were in algebra class when you were shot twice by a 14-year-old fellow student. We're so glad that you lived to tell your story. And so how are you tonight?
Well, before that thing, the video, I was very happy. I still am very happy to be here and to tell my story and what happened, because it was a terrible thing. And it should not have, what's it called?
Where were you shot? Where were you
I was
physically shot?
Right here on my shoulder and then around here, right wrist.
I was saying that 383,000 students in our country, the United States of America, have been exposed to violence. That same scene that you experienced in your school. Had you all been having, drills or preparation for what should happen? Should there be a shooting?
I've had intruder drills and fire drills and stuff. In my old schools, we've had a fire drill at Appalachia, but it was the first 2 months of the school year. We hadn't had an intruder drill yet. So we weren't even completely sure where to go in the classroom. We all I remember being huddled.
So I was watching your mother, even just when that tape was coming on. It's still very much PTSD, very much traumatic. You're still reliving it. And how has it been for you? How were you notified that there was a shooting at the school?
I was notified by a friend. She called me, I was at work. And she called me. And she said, do you know about the shooting? With the school that she goes to, the Appalachia. I said, no, I don't. And then she said there was a shooting at the Appalachia High School. My heart just dropped. My heart just got so heavy and I could not stop. I had to leave. I told my coworkers, I gotta go, I have to leave. And the first thing I did is drop my knee on the floor and just start praying. I prayed for about 30 minutes from my work all the way to the school. I didn't get to the school on my car. I had to leave my car at a gas station about maybe 2.5, 3 miles. And I walked on foot and I ran because my heart was so heavy. I couldn't get in touch with my daughter.
And I hear you have a message for people in power regarding guns now.
I do. I want to finish that story because no parent should go through this. I want to just finish what, the experience. You do not know what feels until it's you.
Yes.
All those numbers that you show on the TV, a lot of people there here are mothers. What are we doing about this? What are we doing? Let's make sure that everybody listens. Let's make sure that everybody hears it. The whole world needs to hear that we women that have our children, we have a job. That job is to protect our children. That job is to protect our nation. That job is to protect our country. We cannot leave. We cannot let that go on. We have to stop it. Where I was asking earlier, where are those people? All the shooting, where are they? They needed to make a noise. I'm ready to make a noise about this, and I'm ready to stop it. Because no one knows what feels when you can't find your child, when you call her and she's not answering. And when I went through it, it's just me that knows it. And I'm sure, I'm so sorry for those that lost, the child actually died. I can actually hug my child. My child is here, and I gave all this praise to the Lord. Our Father in heaven saved my child. But the other two mothers, they lost their kids, and the other teachers that died. Those people are suffering like I'm suffering. I'm very sorry for them. I'm very sorry that they lost their loved ones.
And you have a message for the people in power.
Yes, the people in power. Let's make it a change. Let's make it happen. Let's make, let's just not hear about this. Who wants to just hear about this? We gotta change it. We gotta make it happen.
Yo, there's a popular Cameron meme or Cameron saying in Paid in Full. And it's something about something happening every day, B. And I'm going to sound super insensitive when I say this, but hopefully we understand the point. Cameron is quoted in Paid in Full. If you ever seen Paid in Full, you probably know what I'm getting ready to say, and you're probably like, Dak, don't say it. Somebody gets shot in the movie. Cameron responds while eating a bag of chips and says, niggas get shot every day, B. Sorry, wrong camera. Niggas get shot every day, B. Why am I saying that? We are getting fooled by these Democrats. It's disgusting. And Barack Obama has done it. And Barack Obama being from Chicago, what nerve that he has. What nerve does he that he has? We are getting fooled and manipulated by emotional stories like that are super deep and powerful. But what we end up doing is valuing that young girl. Of course, a situation happened in the school. Totally understand that. But if you really want to do something about guns, instead of using this little girl's emotional story and her family, then why don't you actually go to the communities where gun crime and homicides is the most? Because, yeah, we hear about school shootings, but do you know how many kids are killed in Chicago? Kids killed in Baltimore, kids killed in Louisiana, kids killed in LA, all these different cities, in the Bronx. And we want to talk about school shootings? Yes, we should address school shootings, but it shows a certain level of disconnect, in my opinion, when you don't even talk about the amount of shootings that are done in a lot of these cities that I just named. And the reason why they don't want to name them is because those shootings are not with semi-automatic rifles. Those shootings are with handguns. Those shootings are not with registered guns. So when Kamala Harris proposes her plan of buying back guns, what do you think that's going to do in Chicago, in the Bronx, and a lot of these other cities, in Baltimore, in DC, where kids are killing each other with handguns? Do you think they go to the store and buy these guns? Do you think that they're registered? No. And there's an overwhelmingly more amount of kids. See, and what's so funny is when we hear a lot about mass shootings, I'll give you an example. When we hear about mass shootings, in our minds, we think about things like the church shooting with Dylan Roof. We think about what happened up in Rochester, or was it Buffalo, up there in upstate New York. We think about some of these recent school shootings. We think about what happened in Vegas. We think about all these type of things. The most mass shootings, because what makes something a mass shooting? Hold on, I'm in ChatGPT right now. And I'm in ChatGPT for a reason. I'm getting ready to share my screen with y'all. What makes something a mass shooting? A mass shooting generally refers to an incident where multiple people are shot or killed in a single event. The majority of mass shootings are not what they're representing, but this, just like the abortion that I just highlighted, well, they'll bring on Hadley to talk about when she was 12 and got pregnant and use that extreme example to justify abortion on the norm. They're doing the same thing here. They're talking about a mass school shooting where they're using all these big guns, where Kamala can propose her plan to say that, oh, we're buying back guns and we don't need these big semi-automatic rifles and assault, whatever they are. These are not the guns that are killing people. But see, the problem is the people that die from the handguns in Chicago, the people that die from the handguns in the Bronx, the people that die from the handguns in Baltimore and DC and in various cities in Louisiana and other impoverished communities are black. They're brown. They're not white. So it's not as big of a story. Let's just be real. It's not as big of a story. So we'll highlight those instances and completely disregard the ones that have to do with handguns. And they'll come up with all this lip service and act like, oh, well, we're going to get these big guns off the streets. Like those are leading to the majority of mass shootings. Let me share my screen real quick and show y'all something. And what's so funny is when I looked up yesterday, hold on, let me show y'all this. I looked this up yesterday on ChatGPT, and I'm glad I took a screenshot of it. I looked this up last night. And I'm gonna see if y'all could take a look at this. So I asked, I said, I was interested in understanding what percentage of these mass shootings are caused by homicides. I mean, are used with handguns compared to a lot of these semi-automatic rifles and these big guns that Kamala says that she wants to get off of the streets and whatnot and do a buyback or whatever else she's saying. It depends on whether it's a Monday or a Tuesday, what she's saying. Look at this screenshot. I asked ChatGPT in the United States. What did I ask? Hold on. Well, this is what ChatGPT responded. In the United States, handguns are overwhelmingly the most common type of firearm used in gun homicides, according to FBI crime data. Handguns account for about 88 to 90% of all firearm-related homicides. Let me show y'all this. This is yesterday on ChatGPT. I may have to challenge ChatGPT on this. Hold on. Y'all can see that. I'm sorry, not yesterday. Y'all can see I was up at 12:20 in the AM. You'll see on my screen. Today it says 12:21 AM. Look at this. I just want to prove to y'all. It says 88 to 90%. I don't know whether ChatGPT was looking at my page or something, but when you look at it now let's go to ChatGPT. I typed it in today when I was just hearing that, and hold on. It just says 60 to 65%. So I don't know what happened. Let me actually make that screen a little bigger. Hold on. Does that work a little better? I'm trying to get it so y'all can see it. Let me move myself off the screen for a sec. Hold on. That the information changed. I entered the same questions, but the information changed. I'm gonna show you an example. Look at my phone. Y'all can go back and pause it if y'all need to. But it says a 2019 study by the Bureau of Justice Statistics found that 90% of guns used in crimes were not obtained from retail sources like gun stores or pawn shops where registration might occur. Most were acquired through informal channels such as theft, illegal purchases, or straw purchases where someone buys a gun for another person. If that's the case, then what will your gun buyback program? Do you think people who have unregistered guns are just giving them over? So it's all just another example of lip service, in my opinion. It's all just another example of lip service. These people don't care about these mass shootings. They are just using that young lady, just like Oprah and Kamala did, just like they used Hadley, in order to push their particular agenda. And that's that. That's that. If you cared, Barack, then you'd make your way to Chicago and actually try to repair the neighborhood that you actually grew up in, or that you spent a lot of time, at least got your political boost in. I would say your political foundation in Chicago. So I want to leave that there. I want to leave that there. It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.